great. More Ranger Slayer news.
Before we start talking about Ranger Slayer, I just want to let you all know that this is a 3 WTFs video.
What?
And what is cool about the 3 WTFs video, Chris, and when I do this?
I don't know, you look very gangster.
No, come on.
What? I don't know.
You made this joke earlier.
What's a W also?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 3 and a W.
Dad jokes by Chris.
You're the one that did it. Now you're trying to blame me for everything?
You did it initially. Speaking of being a dad, oh my God.
What? Don't. What is it?
Oh no, I didn't get it.
Oh no, please. What are you doing?
This is a big one. Why won't it come out?
Why do you only say that when you're doing my eyebrows? Oh my God, it's like 4 feet long.
That's huge.
It is. This looks very similar to the hair I find on your back. So we're back with another 3 WTF video. And we're gonna WTF very hard. We're looking for all the people out there that say F NFTs. And we know you're there, and we wanna hear you in the comment section down below. I know there's one particular... I did it by accident. I know there is one particular person who constantly says that NFTs suck. So this one's for you, my friend. The PX exclusive Ranger Slayer is now glow in the dark across the board.
Yep.
There's no longer a common one. So now you have your NFT one and this glow in the dark Funko Pop. So think of it this way. You have a glow and you got an NFT. There's no thirdsies. You only got 2.
You're trying, but you're not doing a really good job.
What?
Like when I do it, I do this.
I'm not squeezing. I'm just showing you the pops I have in my hand. I'm not being disgusting.
You're looking
but I'm just
at
saying
me like you want a response about balls.
Glow in the dark, NFT. You no longer have that common variant in between, so therefore you almost have a...
It's just 2.
Now you have like a common in the NFT, and then you have the glow that's special. Do you see? So is this better or worse?
This is worse, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. Okay, I understand there's a lot of you out there that say, oh, it's not a big deal, this just allows more people to get their favorite characters. And while I do agree that people should be allowed to get their favorite characters in Funko Pop form without having to learn NFTs if that's something they don't want to do, I still very strongly feel that NFTs need to be much different in some way, whether it be a completely different mold or a much simpler way, like a completely different paint job. And I understand that this PX exclusive does have a slightly different paint job and a slightly different mold, but the key word there is slightly. I mean, looking at them from afar, it's hard to tell that they're different.
Oh, believe me, there's a lot of people out there who can tell the difference right off the bat. They just know.
I know. Trust me. I know
One's
all
a
about
spreader.
it. I know. You pointed that out. That was your thing. Nobody else did, it was just you. Other people were pointing out like the difference in the helmet mask thing.
Yeah.
Other people were pointing out one has an arrow and one doesn't.
You're telling me Lance Armstrong rides that bike around and earns medals, but I do something like this and I don't have a one?
So I get it. I understand where everybody else is coming from. However, again, it's not going to change my mind. I still feel like NFT pops need to be different in some way than commons, and not different in a bad way, because that glow one is so much better than the NFT one.
The glow one should be the NFT pop, and then the common one should be the PX exclusive. Totally on board. NFT Funko Pops are on a higher tier.
They should be.
They belong
on a higher tier.
On a higher tier or top shelf. I think NFT Pops should be the bare boob, but the common or exclusives should have a bra covering the nip. That's the difference. Because everybody wants to see a bare boob. But if the boob is covered by a bra, it's still good, but you just can't see the nip. So if you want to go the extra distance, you have to go for the NFT to see and get the whole nip. Now, I think they're going to understand that anytime we've ever explained it. I don't feel like people get it. When you put boob logic in there, they're totally going to understand.
They probably will. I think they'll finally get it this time. But seriously, people spend a lot of time learning what NFTs are. They're also possibly having to get cryptocurrency, which is just such a headache to get, especially if you're in certain states. Certain states don't even allow you to buy crypto. Additionally, like a lot of banks, including ours, block the purchase of wax. It's a really weird, bizarre thing, and you sort of have to like jump through hoops sometimes to get these items. They just need to be standout pieces.
The Pink Ranger Slayer is a cool Funko Pop, both in NFT form and in glow-in-the-dark PX exclusive form. But really, it should have been the old Swapperoo. The PX exclusive should have been a common.
Both right here.
Should have been a common. And then the NFT could have glown in the dark, or it could have been flocked or something.
Did you just say glown in the dark?
Glown in the dark, glown in the dark, glown in the dark, glown in the dark.
All right, what's WTF? Number 2.
Let's talk about General Grievous. Remember when General Grievous was like released 500,000 years ago and it was sold at Walgreens, and then Funko decided to find a whole bunch more and put them up on Funko.com?
Yeah, I'm really curious about this one because this was released in what, 2017?
Something like that? Yeah.
Was it 2017?
So I don't know. Who cares?
I remember it was at least released before 2019.
A long time ago.
In a galaxy
far, far away.
Yeah, I get it. So this pop was released forever ago, and there are some pops that were released forever ago but continue in circulation. The most common ones that stand out to me is every Halloween, Walgreens and spirit stores tend to get Freddy Krueger and Jason and other
and
Halloween
Chases.
pops. No, they don't.
They don't get Chases anymore?
Those have been out of circulation for years. I contacted Funko about it and specifically asked them. They said they're no longer producing Chases.
Of the horror characters.
Yes. Those were some pops that were released like forever ago, like upwards of like 9 or 10 years ago, I think, for some of them. And they're continuing to be released. They are common pops, but General Grievous was an exclusive, and it was an exclusive to Walgreens. So this is just a really sort of odd situation. Not that it's not unheard of. It's just weird because I remember for the longest time, this pop, no joke, was sitting really stably at like $150 to $200. Is
stably a word?
Usually in terms of horses. When they're in the stable, they're very stably. It was sitting steadily. Is that a better word? Steadily?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, it was sitting,
Consistently?
Consistently, there we go.
Oh my god, and you call me dumb and stupid.
At like $150 to $200. I mean, it had a pretty high price tag. I just checked Pop Price Guide. It's down to like less than $50. It reminds me, do you remember the metallic Children of the Forest?
That was horrible. I don't know if you guys remember that story, but there was a metallic Children of the Forest Funko Pop from Game of Thrones that was like $750. People had to wait, I think it was like San Diego Comic-Con or New York Comic-Con, in a really long line in like an HBO store in order to get the Funko Pop. Like a year later, they ended up dropping them all over like the internet.
It was insane.
I ended up getting one, and by the time I got it in my hands, it was worth $15. At this point, Funko could pretty much make any Funko Pop back in circulation.
Which is honestly pretty scary.
It is scary because you never know what they're going to end up releasing. Grievous was a grail to some people.
Yeah.
And I remember watching it steadily go up because I gave mine away, by the way. I don't know if you know this.
No, I do. Didn't you give it away in a Walgreens? Didn't somebody behind you really want it or something? Or was that at Star Wars Celebration?
Keep going.
It had to do with a line and somebody wanted it.
Okay.
You just gave it to somebody.
Where?
Was it Star Wars Celebration or Walgreens? Was it at a Walgreens while you were at Star Wars Celebration?
No.
Can you tell the story?
What year?
2017.
And where was it? God, you don't let me tell the story and now we're all up. Okay, so what happened was I was in line for Emperor Palpatine, Ian McDermott, and we stood in line for like 7.5 hours because he was too busy in photo ops. So we stood there and we waited and we became like a little friend group and we all started hanging out and high-fiving, and I had Grievous in my backpack because I don't know why I had it. I don't know why I carried it there. And there was really no reason for me to have the Funko Pop on me. But I had it, and the guy was like, oh, General Grievous, that's so cool. And I just handed it to him. 1 week later, he's worth $150. Stupid.
Do you ever talk to that guy anymore?
We are Facebook friends, and we've been friends ever since then, and he's in the Gastlecast We Hunt Together group. He's a very sweet person. I am so happy that I gave it to him. He's the best. Now go ahead and start talking.
Did he ever say, hey man, thanks for that grail, I sold it off a week later?
No. But
did he sell it off a week later?
No, he took a picture of his collection because he's a diehard Star Wars fan, and he actually put the Funko Pop on top of, he hit his wiener but put it on top of his balls, so the balls are underneath the Funko Pop, and it had like the hair and everything, and he took a picture and sent it to me, and he said, wow, this Funko Pop is the balls.
No, but seriously, you are very nice.
What did you say?
But I mean,
No, what did you just say? Repeat that?
I said you're very nice, but honestly,
Whoa. That's, I don't hear that often.
I know.
I usually hear stupid, I'm an idiot,
Yeah.
dummy.
Yeah, those
One
are
time
true.
you said I stink.
That's very true.
Okay. One time you said, Chris, you bent over, your entire ass came out.
That's always true, even if you're not bent over. You know what would have been a lot nicer, though? Is if you would have
shut the up.
kept General Grievous, sold it, flipped it right on your whatnot auction, and then bought me something nice. But nope, had to give it away to a friend.
Would have never gotten a photo of that Funko Pop sitting on a man's pair of balls had I done that.
Our third WTF is one from me. I have been like waiting to talk about this for weeks. Ever since I saw it, man, this is crazy.
Well, hold your little horsies.
Okay.
Keep them in the stablies.
Okay.
Make sure you check out $7bucksapop.com and buy yourself some pop shields and pop shield armors. They're the best way to protect your pops. The pop shields are their soft protectors, which are incredibly protective, but their pop shield armors are on a whole different level. They have a magnetic top. They're really strong and sturdy. I'm pretty sure you could drop them off your desk and nothing will happen to that Funko Pop. I mean nothing. That top won't even come loose. You should totally go buy yourself some of those pop shield armors right now at $7bucksapop.com.
This WTF for real has me saying WTF. Like
Okay.
the moment I saw it, I was like,
So you're saying
WTF.
this WTF trumps all the other WTF?
In my opinion, yes. And I haven't really seen many people talking about this. Like I saw it shared, like I saw Glams shared, but nobody's really said anything. This is an insane pop. Okay, let's go back to Cocaine Bear. Remember when Cocaine Bear was released and it was crazy because Funko hadn't really done very many 18 plus pops?
I remember.
I mean, was that like the first one or had there been like a
There have been
couple?
bloody ones and stuff.
But were they
there's been-
18 plus?
I don't know if they were
I
called
don't
18 plus,
remember.
but there's been a lot of Funko Pops that have come out that are not for kids.
I know, but like the fact that Funko just straight up said this product is for 18 and up audiences only.
I don't think they've ever done that before. I don't remember.
I don't
You're
remember
quizzing me. What the f?
I mean, you could just say yes or no. Like you.
I don't know. That's
Oh
why
my
I yes or no. Why would I say yes or no if
Okay.
I don't know?
It is not often that we see 18 plus Funko Pops, if at all. How's that? That was good, right? Like for when you don't know something, you just say we may or may not, but it doesn't happen often.
You're being stably as f.
Okay. Anyway, Cocaine Bear, 18 plus, I would assume because he has a duffel bag full of cocaine.
What do you mean I would assume? You're making it sound like it actually says it somewhere on the Funko Pop or on the box or something. Is that it
thought
right
it
there
did.
you're seeing? Is that it?
I thought it did. Does it say it on the back or something?
No, no, but that.
Chris, we have it somewhere.
Oh, I put it away. I hate to break the news to you, but it's in that closet and it's a mess. So Heather right now is scouring Google to see if she could find a picture of the box that says 18 plus, but it don't.
I think it does somewhere on the box.
Okay, let's keep moving because you're never going to find it and we're just going to sit here.
No, because now you have me wondering,
Well,
Chris.
you're embarrassing. Can you please just stop?
You're embarrassing.
It's Cocaine Bear and she's being embarrassing. Okay, let's keep moving. What are we talking about? Come on, I don't have all day.
Anything that isn't the front of the box is like super pixelated, and this is really starting to get under my skin. I don't like it. I was shocked to see that this Funko Pop I'm about to talk about was not marked 18 plus. I am talking about the Reagan Funko Pop moment from The Exorcist. This pop is insane. Did you see it?
Yeah, it's where her head's turned around.
Yes, and she's sitting on the bed. She's all f***ed up. She's all like really super possessed.
Right.
First of all. Second of all, green vomit on the window.
That's awesome. And there's
I
blood
love
all
that.
over the
Yes.
bed.
The fact that there's blood on it isn't what's making it 18 plus for me.
Okay.
This scene is right after she like gets down with herself with a crucifix. And that's where the blood comes from.
What?
Yeah.
Well, that's not good.
No, it's like a super f***ed up scene.
And they made that in Funko Pop form?
Not only did they make it in Funko Pop form, which was shocking as hell, but it's cool to me because, like, I love The Exorcist. They made this scene. Of all scenes. I mean, they could have put her on the bed and had her head turned or whatever, but they had to, like, go the distance with, like, her bloody nightgown and shit.
This might be the coolest thing Funko's ever done.
This is crazy. But I'm shocked at the lack of a label, but I mean, I would assume you wouldn't buy this for like a 5-year-old. 12-year-old Regan has been possessed by something outright evil to the horror of everyone around her, and she cries out for help to be freed from it. This exclusive Pop moment features Pop Regan sitting on a bed. Will you be able to help Pop Regan find a solution in your The Exorcist collection? Vinyl figure is approximately 4.2 inches tall.
That's a horrific scene to make a Funko Pop scene out of. But listen, I like the adult stuff.
Me
Let's
too.
go more adult. Let's do more adult stuff.
Same.
Remember earlier I talked about boobs?
Yeah.
When are we getting our first bare Funko Pop boobs? When's that happening?
Are you talking about like the cocaine bear?
Nips? We need to see
nips. Like unclothed. Yeah. We were just talking about cocaine bear. I wasn't sure if you wanted to see that type of bear. B-E-A-R boobs. I find it really weird that they can't depict cocaine without marking it 18 plus, but they can depict like
Jabba the Hutt's face? What are you doing?
I don't know how to say it. She was shoving a crucifix up her
why would you do that?
I mean, she was like really going to town. And the fact that that's not 18 plus, but a little bit of cocaine is?
I don't know how I feel about
Seems
that.
Seems a bit backwards.
You know, I'm starting to think about this Pink Ranger Slayer thing. Is it being changed because of us? Because we went on a mad tear last week.
Oh my God. Chris, you need to get off this thing.
I'm thinking that we changed this Funko Pop. I think it's us. I think we did it, Heather. Bring it up. Just bring it up because we did it. We're killing it right now. We're calling the shots over at Funko. Don't you even see that?
People are taking us so seriously.
Oh, they better take us seriously
they think
because
that we really believe that we change like everything over at Funko.
We ain't nothing to with, Heather.
Well, I know.
We changed Zordon. We changed the Pink Ranger Slayer.
We may have.
All those cocaine bear boxes are now going to say 18 plus on them. We're changing the whole world.
Do you think Regan will?
Hey Funko, we just want to say put an 18 plus sticker on the Regan, or just print it somewhere on the box, maybe underneath.
I mean, I don't think they need to. I think that...
Thanks. We appreciate your assistance, Funko. Keep doing all those things that we tell you to do. Funko, if you could just make Heather smell better, that'd be great.
I did just fart. Did you smell it?
No, I didn't. No. I'm just preparing myself.
I think I just peed.
So those... What? So those are our 4 WTFs. What do you mean you just peed? Thank you for staying until the very end of the video. We really appreciate all of your support. You guys are awesome. In every video, we like to shout out to some of our awesome patrons from Patreon. Andy Viloff, Jones over Funko, Simon Crook, Dylan Nakashima, Casey Hewlett, Keith Matthews, S. Baby Priggs, J.R. Garcia, Steven Skolansky, and George Blanchard. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. We appreciate all of our patrons. You guys rock.